Hey there guys, how you doing? My name is Storm and I'm doing pretty good, besides the fact that I can't get rid of all this sinus trouble. But other than that, not too bad. So, I'm gonna make some lunch today. Sadly, no, this is not a cooking video, but I just wanted to talk while I make myself some grub. Got a bunch of things going through my mind, yo. So, we'll see how this goes. I thought about something the other day, actually last night. Our lives are like books, you know? Honestly, they're generally long and they're filled with interesting events. Sometimes they even smell like old people. But just like we can write a book, you know, we can write it about anything our crazy, possibly twisted minds can come up with or conceive. We can make our lives into pretty much anything we want as well. Whatever we want them to be. By the way, in case you're wondering, I'm making sort of like a rice and chili type thing, just so you're not left out. Now, as far as the book thing, now since we can write a book about anything, or our lives can be about pretty much anything as well, sometimes that can be a bad thing. I mean, sometimes a good thing, but also a bad thing. I mean, there's lots of people who decide, okay, I'm gonna rob banks for a living, that's gonna be my life book, so there's that, and they end up being known as a stupid person. Just like there's a lot of books in the world that you may pick up and read 5 pages of and then dispose of or take back to the library. But for the majority of us, I would say, gotta have that Glad Cling Wrap sponsor. If our lives were books, for the majority of us, they'd probably be quite boring, if you ask me. I said this wasn't a cooking video, but 2 minutes. Let's go sit away from this noise. So like I was saying, for the majority of us, a lot of our lives would be boring books, or at the very least, hard to read from cover to cover without downloading the audio version. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, there were a lot of times in the past where I would get in these ruts, really deep in these ruts, where I would just get comfortable. It'd be like a stale bowl of Cheerios. That has nothing to do with books, so I don't know where that came from, but it was kind of just junk, you know? But once you realize that you have potential and that, you know, there's a possibility that you could stumble over different things during life that'll make you more fulfilled and more happy. You either say, yep, that's a thing I could do. Why do it though? Why bother? Or you just get up and jump in the deep end. I can't count how many times just taking the risk and just going for something has landed me in a happier position, in a position with a bunch of awesome people, or just plain made my life better. Sometimes you just have to jump out of your comfort zone of a shell and try something new. Think of it this way, the past will always be there for you to think about. You know, you're always gonna be doing things, microwave. The past is always gonna be there for us to dwell on or to chew on, you know? We're always gonna be thinking, that's not hot enough. Let's give it like 20 more seconds. You're always gonna look back on your life and be like, was last week as good as it could have been? This is really bright. Yeah, hold on. Okay. Oh, microwave. I'm just gonna leave it there for a second while we have our intimate moment right now. Just think of it this way. The future you will always thank you for things you did in the past if you do things that the future you is gonna like. And another thing to think about is there's no way to ever expand your horizons or be something new or experience new things if you never try them. Take all of the chances, because it's worth every second. Oh, and by the way, it makes for a good book as well. So that's what that's good. That's what I was thinking about today. I'm gonna go enjoy my chili, probably make some other stuff as well to go with this. But leave me a comment below with what you think about the future. I mean, the future is definitely uncertain. It's not like a thing that we can pinpoint or something that we can be like, yo, tomorrow's gonna be like this. So yeah, unless we actually do something that makes us happy. I'm trying to like balance this color here. What are some goals you want to achieve? What are some things that you're gonna do to try and get the most out of every single day? As far as me, I'm gonna take as many chances as I possibly can and just enjoy the time with the people who I care about the most. I've met a lot of really cool people, and that's true for a lot of you. You know who you are, yo. Who, you know, you can't really get to know people unless you just go for it. But yeah, leave me a comment below. Be sure to thumb up the video as well. And I hope you have a splendid day. I'm gonna go eat. Peace!
that's what this video is about. Also, these sunglasses are awesome because they have a mustache, so yep. So last night, as I was busy being sick, I started thinking about a bunch of deep things.